So hello guys, welcome to my channel Bet Predict. So in today's video content, I'm going to take you guys through a special process of our content on YouTube. So actually for the past few days now, after a long consistent winning of my new basketball strategy, you guys won't believe what happened next, because after that I discovered a new strategy when I realized that the over point of basketball is not really available on the market. So I decided to make use of the under point prediction. And unfortunately, what I realized from this under point prediction is that I later started having consistent loss due to the fact that the strategy we are using is not that very easy, and from that you can generate frustration. If you check most of the tickets that are lost because consistent loss app occurred after my consistent winning, and each ticket always, it is most time always one game. So from that I was like, wow, what's going on? This is when I decided to start using the under point. And after that, even though the under point is not also very easy, because you have to go through some calculations, and at the end of the day you may not even be able to see the market, and you know how it is for your games to be caught in after a long period of calculation. So most of these tickets are cutting by one. It is a consistent loss. So from there I decided to go back to one of my old strategy of home or away, and I decided to modify it. So after deciding to go to the old strategies, I decided to look for some strategies and work on it, the over 1 point and the home or away. If you check most of these tickets very well, you are going to realize that the home or away strategy is really working out so well. Most of my games, most of them home or away, they are always working out so well. So I decided to make little changes in the process of the analysis, and that changes is what I'm going to use for a 25 days home or away betting strategy, and that is what we are going to be doing in today's video. So I've actually tested these particular strategies very well, and I've decided to adapt it into my game styles. And for that, I want to show you guys something. We always have three stages of, or let me say, three kinds of people that are betting. We have those people that are betting for fun. We have people that are betting to make money, and they are making it. People that are getting rich from betting. And we have people that are betting that they are just having fun, and they are not really losing, they are not really winning. I can actually categorize myself on that aspect, because most times you don't expect someone that is using this small amount to get rich with betting. Actually, it is funny, but someone that always tests strategies must not play with money. So I know my own limit, so I'm cutting my coat, because you can't expecting someone that is testing strategies to be sticking with 2000 naira. So now, but now I decided to do something, because we also have some people that betting has killed them. Many people are still currently thinking of suicide because of betting, and that is very bad. So for that, I want to test something. I always advise my people that whenever you want to bet, probably maybe in a month, always have a plan, budget yourself, and strategize your things. Have a consistent strategy that you are going to be using. So now guys, let us test this thing, if this is going to work out so well. I'll be using the home or away betting strategy, the newly modified home or away betting strategy. So I deliberately deposited 5,000 naira into this account, so that I'm going to use it as our 25 days betting platform management account. So every day I'll be making a prediction using the home or away strategy. And if I did not find enough games for the home or away strategy, I will skip the game of that day. So I'm just trying to portray how to manage and how to stake, or let me say how to manage your betting experience financially. Some people, they just stake, and out of frustration they just put all their money on it, that if it will lost, it lost, and at the end of the day you are going to realize that they will be depressed. This thing used to break someone's heart. Now, without wasting much of our time, I'll be picking some games under some leagues. So most of our major leagues, I don't think they will have what I want to predict on. So this 5,000 naira from it, I said everything is about planning and budgeting. I'll be staking with a fixed amount, and that is how you guys are expected to do it. This 5,000 naira is the amount I can afford to lose on betting in January. That's another thing. That's one thing. Another thing on how, another point on how to bet, and how to bet without having a negative effect in your life. So you have to have a specific amount that you can use on betting. So now this 5,000 naira is the amount me I can use to bet, and it's amount I can afford to lose in January. So that's it. Now I want you guys to follow me from day 1 to day 25, and let's see. Probably I'm going to be losing all this money to the bookmakers, or I'm going to be making profit on it. You guys can also deposit amount that you can afford, only amount that you can afford. Let's see whether we are going to chop these guys or they are going to chop us. Now I'm going to my football menu, and let's see games that we're having here. So right now on my radar here, I have just 3 games for tomorrow games, and that will be our day 1 of our 25 days of home or away betting strategy account management, using the strategy consistently. Let's see how consistency in strategy using will help us in making money in betting. So this is the day 1. Now let us check. So I have just 3 leagues. So my first game, I'm going to be checking it under the League One. So I'm going for the Bolton Albion. So I'm going to check their statistics, and that will determine probably if I'm going to be predicting this game as home or away, using my newly modified betting strategy of home or away. So right now we're having the statistics of these two teams already. So the home team is having 47%, away team is having 40%. Okay, checking their last previous games, it seems like the away team always, most, at least let me say 60% of their last 5 games with other teams ended up in straight draw, and for the home team they only had just one straight draw. And checking their previous meeting here, you can see we're having something like the home team having 8 win, one of their game ended up in draw. The away team is also having 8 win. Okay, these two teams, they'll be having a very hard time. So that's already showed in their last games, whereby they played straight draw. Actually, this game can seems to be a very risky game to be predicted as something like home or away. But I think for me, after looking into their previous games and checking the way they score goals, the way they concede goals, and the game should be predicted as home or away, because checking the odd provided by the bookmakers, you can see there is a big odds for the away team, and this is also a big odd for the home team. So just want you guys to follow these particular predictions, and if you have any suggestion concerning this our prediction, please drop it on the comment section, so that I will know how we can change our prediction or consider your opinion. If you have any opinion concerning our prediction on this particular 25 days runs, kindly drop it in the comment section and let us know. So for me, on this particular League One game, I'm going for home or away, anybody win, because this game is going to be a very tough game. The last match they played straight draw, and checking their previous meeting, the last 5 games of the away team only lost just 1 game. The rest, they played 3 draws and just 1 win, compared to that of the home team that lost 2 games and had a draw and had 2 wins. So this game will be a very tough game, because checking their history too, both of them are scoring. Both of them are winning and they are losing. It is anybody win. They only played draw in their last game, and there's probability and there are reasons for that. Okay, so let us move on. Our next prediction is under the England National League. So I have a particular team there, and I think okay. Let's check their statistics. Okay, this is funny. Okay, the away team is currently in form and leading on the league table, and is in a very good and amazing form. And checking their previous meeting, you can see that the home team that is currently not in form and is on 22 on the league position. Wow, it's 22 on the league position table, and that is fantastic. That is football for you. But trust me, guys, in these particular games, anything can happen. Trust me, because checking the odds provided by the bookmakers, you can see even though the home team is currently not in form, and in the last previous game they've been playing rubbish, you can see that the bookmaker are still providing big odds. It shows that even though they have the high chance of losing this particular game, but the game can still end up in anybody win, and or the away team winning. So anybody who can win this particular game. So I'm going on with home or away for this particular game, and this is the only game under this league that I'm predicting for tomorrow's games. Now we are moving I'm moving on to the final prediction of today's content, or let me say the day one of 25 days home or away betting strategy. So let us go on to the Scotland League, their League 2. So I'm having just one game also to be predicted under that, and that is this. And most times, so let me say, sometimes if you notice most of the odds provided by bookmakers for this home or away, it shows that the game can be a very tough game that can eventually end up in a straight draw. That is why we said betting is a risk, is it involves risk taking. So if you want to be betting, only bet with amounts you can afford and bet responsibly. So now I have my own plan. That is our plan. That is one of the first step by budgeting yourself, that okay, this is the amount I can afford to invest in this particular thing this month. That's it. And then have a consistent strategy that you'll be using. So I'm using home or away for this 25 days run. So we have, okay, these two teams are not really in a good form like that. The home team had 2 winning in the last 5 games. Okay, the away team also had, they lost 2 games, but leading on the league table. And checking their previous meeting, you can see that the away team is killing it. Okay, this game can also be a very tough game that can end up in a straight draw. And checking the odds provided by the bookmakers, something very similar to all what we've been checking so far. This game is home or away. So right now I'm having 2 odd. And don't forget, I said something earlier that you should have a fixed, don't forget, a fixed staking amount out of the amount that you are budgeting. And also, don't quote me wrong, as times goes on, if I'm realizing that things are not going so well, you will have to reduce the amount you stake with. And if you realize that your profit is moving on so well, you have to increase gradual process. Don't just increase your money or your staking amount and think that you want to be starting winning big, something like that. Betting can be fun at any time. So now let us go on. For me, my own fixed amount for staking of every day for 25 days is 400 naira. I should have make it 500 naira, but I want to start making profit first. So in this game, I'm expecting 800 naira. Now, okay, well, let me go for 500. Let me go for 500. So you guys can also go for the amount that you can, your fixed staking amount regarding to your budget amount on your account. So okay, so we have just 3 games in today's video, and on today's day one or more away of 25 days betting strategy. Now thanks for watching, guys. If you are watching this video and you are just joining us, make sure you subscribe so that you are going to get the day 2, day 3, and all the days that will be involved in this particular runs. Thanks for watching, guys. Love you guys. Bye.